Hello and welcome back. So today I'm going to go through my running shoe rotation, and I'll split this video up into 4 different sections, which will be my easy slash recovery day shoe, my long run shoe, my speed shoe, and my race day shoe. Each section has each shoe has specific characteristics and everything to go with them. So at the start of every section, I'll give a little description about what they're about and why they're important for you running in general. And I'll share a couple of tips and everything as best as I can about each shoe or what shoe to get. But first of all, you're probably wondering what on earth is a shoe rotation. A shoe rotation is simply where you have two separate different shoes and you rotate each run between them, and this allows the specialized foam that the certain companies like Nike, Hoka, Asics and so on, it allows that foam to recover, therefore it's giving you more worth of your money, as well as they will last longer and it will be a longer investment for your money. So my daily recovery shoe, I've got two of them here. The first pair are my Hoka Clifton 9s. This is my second pair because they're that good. It's such a great shoe. It's reasonably low to the ground, and these types of shoes are built and designed for loads of mileage. So depending on what kind of runs you do and everything, but you should be able to get 300 to 500 kilometers out of these, and they're simply built to put as many miles as you can put in them. It varies from person to person. So you may get more, you may get less miles in them, but all in all, this is your main shoe everyone should have in their shoe rotation. The second shoe I've got, which is growing on me more than the Hokas, are the recently released Asics Nova Blast 5s. I've got to admit, they're such a wonderful shoe, nice and cushioned, nice and plush, and a little bit softer than the Hokas, but both equally good. So if you're looking for a good daily shoe or you're starting out, either one of these will serve you really good. You can do your speed sessions, your long runs, your easy runs, recovery runs, any sort of run you can think of in these, and they will be amazing. So, the speed shoe is something you do obviously your high intensity efforts at, like your 5x1Ks or your pyramid sessions or your tempo runs or anything that will help you develop on your speed. For something like that, you want to be looking at getting a nice responsive shoe, and the shoe I use for my speed sessions primarily is the Nike Zoomfly 6s. Used them for my recent speed session. Honestly, they're an amazing shoe, nice and responsive, nice and cushioned, and got a nice smooth ride. Used them today as well. Honestly, an amazing shoe. As well as this, if my legs are a bit stiff, a bit sore, I do use my Nike Vaporfly 3s. So if my legs are feeling heavy or a little bit fatigued, I'll whip these out because it's got a nice stiff carbon plate in it and will help me get through the session essentially. So those are my two shoes that I use. I cycle between the both of them, but like I said, I'm going to be using this shoe the most, other than my Vaporflies, and then next videos. Now, long run shoe, you want to be looking for something that's nice and cushioned, a little bit responsive, and will help you get through that run without any problems or niggles. So the shoe I use for that is the Nike Zoomfly 6. So this is a great hybrid shoe. You can do everything and anything in it. So that's your long runs, your easy runs, your recovery runs, so anything to do with running. And if you want to invest your money in one shoe, it'd be this one. So I use this for my long runs. It's nice and responsive, nice and comfortable, and will help you carry through that run. It's a lovely shoe, like I said before. Nice stack height, nice and comfortable because of the Zoom X, and it's one of the best long run shoes you can possibly get at the moment. So yeah, can't complain. So we've reached the pinnacle of running shoes, the race day shoe. So the race day shoe is simply a shoe where you keep to one side, you do not use except for race days. Obviously, if you haven't had a race in a couple of months, if not a couple of weeks, and you just want to bathe them back in, you can do that, but I'd advise you to try and avoid using them. So the shoe I use personally is the it was released last year, but the recently released Nike Alpha Fly 3. So if you've been still on the track with the Alpha Fly series, you'd know this is completely different to its previous models, but it's an amazing shoe. It's built for the half marathon distance, but I like to use it for my 10k plus. So it's an amazing shoe. It's got 2 air zoom units and everything, and a stiff carbon plate, exactly like the Nike Vaporfly, but the Vaporfly is a 5k 10k shoe, so they do have race specific shoes, but this is such a great shoe. Like I said, I do a 10k anything from a 10k plus in it, and then if I've got any 5k races, I'll use this shoe as well because it's super responsive and super light and bouncing. So with race day shoes, they typically cost a fair bit, but you get so much out of them. It's such a great shoe to use, but you don't get as many miles as your daily shoes because obviously they're built for longer miles. But these are meant to be whipped out when you got a race or you're aiming for a fast time, if not a PB. So that's my running shoe rotation wrapped up into one video. I hope you've enjoyed it and learned a little bit about certain running shoes, if not learned something from this video. So I'll catch you next time, and thank you for watching.